We're down here before the start of the men's game here with senior Boston Caldwell. Boston, boy, it just seems like you arrived here. We're trying to figure out what you were saying with your accent from down under, and we were speaking Maine. You were trying to figure us out, and here we are, old friends here, and you've come on with us many times. And what are your thoughts here, just as an emotional feeling here as you get set for senior day activities?
Yeah, time's real flown by, 2 years in the books. It's just something that, honestly, time's gone so fast. You see Michelle here has been my American mother.
Oh, that's awesome.
Big thanks to her. But yeah, time's flown by being here, and it's just crazy that today's senior day and the last home game of the season and last home game of my career here at CM. So it's crazy. It's just a crazy experience. Yeah,
it's really flown by here. You really have been an outstanding player here for the Mustangs, lighting it up on many games. Many games you carried the offensive threat for the Mustangs, and it must be, in a sense, a little bittersweet as you think about it, huh?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well,
a bittersweet moment.
Well, certainly we know there's still work to do, isn't there?
Yes,
We can forget all the pomp and circumstances. We got games to win here in the stretch run, this being a big one against a Division I opponent, and then some big league games coming up here. This will be the final home game. You'll have to get on the road and see if you can't get some wins and get back here, maybe one more game, Boston.
Yes, that's the plan, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Well, you certainly have made some great friends here, and friends for life is what I always say.
Yes,
we want to thank you for your great hospitality here,
much.
Always coming on and being a great friend of Munzing Media, always complimentary. You and your family always watching down under. So, Boston, congratulations on an outstanding career.
Thank you
and
very much.
we'll wish you the very best of luck and very best of luck going forward in your life here.
Thank
You're
you.
a great young man.
So
that's Boston Caldwell. We thank Boston for coming on with us here in the pregame. We'll have some more thoughts here when Jim Toomey rejoins us here for the broadcast. We'll be back for those thoughts when we come back. Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College will come back after these messages.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
UNCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
together to pay tribute to our graduating players, individuals who have left an indelible mark on our program. Their dedication, talent, and unwavering commitment have enriched our team in countless ways. Let us celebrate their achievements and express our gratitude for their lasting impact that they have made. Please join me in honoring these remarkable individuals. First, Boston Caldwell from Auckland, New Zealand. Boston will be graduating with a degree in Business Administration.
Andy's working his way around to the front, that away.
Rocco Chang, number 13, joining the picture.
Let's have a big round of applause for Boston.
And we don't know if those are family
Up
members
next,
that came or just
Cam Pollock
local
from
people that he's
Manchester, New
friends with.
Hampshire. Cam will be graduating with a degree in Business Administration. Let's give it up one more time for Cam Pollock. Up next, Malik Foster from Lewiston, Maine. Malik will be graduating with a degree in Business Administration and Management. Give it up for Malik. Up next, Wyatt Hathaway from Turner, Maine. Wyatt will be graduating with a degree in Physical Fitness. All right, one more time for Wyatt. Up next, Kenray Emanahiro from Manchester, New Hampshire.
And one day I'll get that name right.
Kenray will be graduating with a degree in General Studies. One more time for Kenray. Last but definitely not least, Jeremiah Simeon from Norwalk, Connecticut. Jeremiah will be graduating with a degree in general studies. All right, let's give it up for Jeremiah and all the graduating players.
I think they're going to have a group picture next. Rams out
Each
there.
has made a significant contributions to our program, both on and off the court, and we celebrate their achievements.
Those individuals certainly gave us a lot of positive memories over the years.
They surely did. Great group of kids. All well-spoken. They've all come on with us pregame and represented themselves, their families, and their schools.
All right, one more
Just
time
fabulous.
for all of our graduating players.
All right, they left 5 minutes on the clock, so that's a smart way to do it if you have any ceremonies, is to go back to a warm-up.
Because that way, you know, you're not penalizing the other team,
Right.
Jim. You know, a good sportsmanship shown, and Coach Gagne came over and thanked the coaching staff of the Bengals for, you know, their patience with things. And that's a fairly common occurrence, you know, around leagues, and I'm sure the Bengals do the same thing their final home game as well.
All right, looking at these two teams again, back on November 18th, it was UMFK 83, Central Maine 81. And the difference in that game, the Bengals had 14 more points at the foul line. Obviously, we weren't there to see the flow of the game, but big advantage on the foul line for the Bengals. Their head coach is Carly Flowers, who also serves as AD. Their record is 9-13 is what I have. They were defeated by UMA 84-82 in a game done on Munzing Media.
Yeah, that was a corker. That was a great finish to that one.
And yesterday down in South Portland, Southern Maine prevailed 73-67. And they have one more game on the schedule I saw on the 24th, quite a ways away. They're going to play Washington County Community College again, who defeated Central Maine yesterday way down in Calais. That was quite a haul down to Washington County, the most eastern county in Maine, in the United States.
Absolutely. You know, if you're the Mustangs, you play some of the other state teams and travel less than you would to go down to Washington County.
So the Mustangs come in 10-12 overall. Of course, Dave Gagne in his 29th year. He has 579 wins, assisted by Steve Carey, Jared Rubin, Corey David, I beg your pardon, former player. And we see Malik Farley here from time to time. Thank you, Rob. My makeup person wasn't here.
Trying to get Jim's headset back on a little bit. I happen to look up at the screen and see it, and we're not used to being on air, you can tell.
So the Mustangs 6-6 in the conference. They're 6-6 at home, 4-6 on the road. They score 84.8 points a game while giving up 78.4. Pretty good shooting numbers. 45.9 from the floor, 35.3 from behind the arc, and 69.5 at the foul line. And they lost yesterday to Washington County 79-69. And on the 14th, Valentine's Day, I'm not sure what the president's going to be, but they're going to go down to Southern Maine Community College for a women and men's doubleheader. Central Maine want to have their own president, and that will be a win over the always tough Seawolves.
Tough place to play down there for sure, and they've had some battle royales over the course of the years. Looking for another one there.
And they go on the road one more time after that. On the 18th, they'll be at Albany Pharmacy and Health. And, of course, the women will be here on that date, right, the 18th, to take on Berkeley.
Yes. Single women's game. 17th and 18th, we'll have Berkeley. One will be UMA. That'll be Friday night. That's a 6 o'clock start, and then 1 o'clock on Saturday. That'll finish up our regular season coverage here for both teams with those two games Friday and Saturday.
So again, Fort Kent, Maine, up at the crown of Maine, northern Aroostook County, about 300 miles from here. But it looks like good weather. Been good weather for a number of days here. And again, they've been down, and they stayed at Lewiston, I found out. Even the first night after playing UMaine Augusta, they stayed at Lewiston, went to South Portland, played a game, came back and stayed again at Lewiston, and obviously that means they were here today instead of changing hotels.
Yeah,
I thought it was good strategy.
Good strategy, for sure.
Steve English on the starting lineups.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College for today's men's basketball game between the UMaine Fort Kent Bengals and your Central Maine Mustangs. Before we introduce the teams, we would like to recognize our sponsors: Sam's Italian Shop, Investment Executives, Central Maine Conditioning, Paychecks, Northeast Event Design, Edge Nutrition, Munzing Media, and the Quality Inn Suites. We encourage you to patronize their establishments. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Bengals. Number 3, Jordan Guerrero. Number 6, Solomon Barra. Number 10, Aiden Grady. Number 22, Maxim Vucevic. And number 35, Katsuyu Sasaki. Head coach of the Bengals is Carly Flowers.
Hey fellas, we ain't gonna ever back down from nobody. I don't care who it is. This is a brotherhood. And if we stand strong together, we can't be denied. If one of us go down, we have another, and another, and another that's ready to fight. Yeah. Hand records on my demo. Did y'all boys not get the memo? I do not stay at the Intercontinental. And anything I got is not a rental. I own that mom. Figured out this simple. My stock been going up like a crescendo. A bunch of handshakes from the flakes. But I do not wanna be friends though. I tell y'all, mom.
And now the starting lineup for your Mustangs. From Manchester, New Hampshire, number 3, Cam Paula. From Lewiston, Maine, number 4, Malik Foster. From Manchester, New Hampshire, number 11, Kenray Emadamiro. From Norwalk, Connecticut, number 14, Jeremiah Simeon. And from Auckland, New Zealand, number 21, Boston Gagne. He is assisted by Steve Carey, Corey Davis, Malik Farley, and Jared Rubin.
All right, great job by Steve English on the PA. Aspen Stevens on the main camera for game number 2.
Yeah. Andy was out running around. Andy Severson out running around during the pregame. Had a little jitters with that. We didn't use as much as I thought we could, but figured that out.
All right, Dropkick Murphy's in the background.
There you go.
CM in the white uniforms going left to right. Cam Pollock doesn't like the basketball. Gives it to Coach Gagne.
Maybe they used a practice ball or something. Cam's going to check it out. Maybe it was the official who didn't like it, sent him on. I'm not sure.
Well, between games, I did see Riley Hebler in the hall and told her that she was player of the game, well deserved, and she was smiling a lot. She appreciated that, and I said, you scored 6 points and had some, but I said your defense was just outstanding. And
in a defensive game.
Yeah. She might have had more than 3. Somebody beside her said, I think she had 5 of them. But anyway, congratulations to her. Tap won by the Bengals, and up and in, good by Aiden Grady.
Yeah, Grady's a real player. Saw him Thursday night up at Augusta. Guerrero's a great outside shooter for them, Jim.
Grady from Portland, Oregon. Up and in. What a move by Jeremiah Simeon. Coach Gagne starting all seniors, right? As I look out?
Yep. And these are probably 5 that aren't always on the floor because you can't start them all. So
right.
Because you can have more than 5.
Guerrero for 3, and Rob Munzing's scuttering point is true as Guerrero drained it. He's a sophomore from Miami.
Yeah, I saw him do it Thursday night up in Augusta.
5-2 Bengals. Pollock being watched by Sasaki. In front of the Bengals bench, Imadero back out to Caldwell. Left of the foul line extended, that's Cam Pollock. Baseline floating shot, Pollock got the side of the rim. The rebound went right to Guerrero. And the Bengals throw it away. Some sort of miscommunication that time.
Well, they played 2 competitive games against the 2 main schools. Thursday night, a 2-point game. Yesterday against SM, that was a close game as well.
Foster with the basketball. Way out to Caldwell. Pollock thought about it and shuffled his feet. Bringing the ball up, Sasaki from Iwata, Japan. If I'm saying the first part of it right, probably not. Here comes Guerrero for 3. That time it got the rim. Pollock skies for the rebound, falls, but somehow got the pass over to Foster. Foster almost lost it, got it back. Now, settling down are the Mustangs in the half court. Caldwell stops, shoots a 3. No good. Rebound by Barrow.
Yeah, Barrow's a good board man.
He's from Dakar, Senegal, so we have an international group on both sides. Nice to see everybody working together. Foster for 3. That one's no good. Rebound Grady. 5-2 Bengals, 2.5 minutes into the game. Underneath, no good. Missed by Barrow. That was a good pass, but the Bengals get it back. Sasaki near side to Guerrero. That one's deflected by the Mustangs. Caldwell and grabbed by Simeon. Caldwell coming out of the corner is Imadero. 3-pointer Pollock. That one's no good. Kept alive and laying it up and in was Malik Foster. I think Simeon might have tipped that to Foster. Pressure by the Mustangs. The Bengals get through it fairly easy. On the far side, Vucevic down in the corner. Guerrero a three. That one side of the rim. Nice rebound by Vucevic. He's from Montenegro. Long shot, Vucevic, no good. Rebound, Suleiman. Sasaki to Barrow. And something going on underneath. 3 seconds? No. Foul, I think, right? Fouls on Aiden Grady, first foul of the game. For the Mustangs in, number 34, Harry Bates, the 6'8 freshman, Port Macquarie, Australia. And also Jackson Birmingham, number 23, 6'4 freshman from Queensland, Australia.
Yeah, that was kind of a small lineup the Mustangs had in to start the game with the seniors, Jim.
Simeon swings it near side to Pollock. Bates behind the arc to Birmingham. Harry Bates, the floating shot, no good. He sort of got caught between rim and glass, I think, in his thinking. Guerrero thought about it. Now here's a three-pointer. Vucevic, bang. Maxim Vucevic. 8-4 Bengals. That's Simeon back out near midcourt to Birmingham. Birmingham's had a great season. Birmingham thought about the three, drives, goes up and under, no good. Rebound Grady. The Bengals on a run out. Guerrero fakes, tries to dribble baseline, has to go back out. Nice catch by Grady. Sasaki, here's Barrow for three. That one's high off the rim. Rebound, tracked down by Vucevic. Shot clock got reset to 20, now down to 14 for the UMFK Bengals. Grady back outside, three-pointer Guerrero, bang. Your scouting report was right on, Rob.
Well, I saw him do it time and again up in Augusta on Thursday night. That was a great contest. 84-82, I think, is what it finished.
That is correct in my notes. And turnover, Mustangs. Logan Myers coming in, Pollock coming out. 11-4 Bengals.
Yeah. I'm going to see Hathaway soon, Jim. He's got to get some offense in there, maybe. And Wyatt's been heating it up.
Barrow underneath all alone. Grady, Bates caught up to him, but Bates committed the foul.
We'll get some nice comments. Boston's mom says, "Go Mustangs. We will miss your great commentary. Thank you. You folks have been so kind to us. We just love doing this.
And we'll miss the playing and sportsmanship of Boston Caldwell, along with the support of his parents in Australia."
Got his dad Colin on when he came over for a visit. That was a great interview. I was speaking Maine. I'm not sure Mr. Caldwell could understand what I was asking him.
Aiden Grady.
Threw a couple of G's and crows at him, you know, just for good measure.
Well, we leave G's off of words too, you know, like running, swimming, or whatever. But I just love the diversity throughout the league of bringing these young student athletes together. And Hathaway's in the game. You know, but they play as a team. They support each other because a lot of them are far, far away from home. And as I said, not to get too philosophical, the parents have to trust their student athlete. They also have to trust the teaching staff at the college and the coaching staff at the college to take care of what is still their child that's older. So we've seen a lot of positive stuff here at Central Maine, as other schools as well. Grady. And there's Barrow off glass and good. Suleiman Barrow from Senegal makes it 14-4. Bates faces the basket. Bates takes it deep, has to fight, and he worked for that one. Harry Bates must have a hard hat on because he really had to be physical inside.
Crash, boom, bang, Harry.
He's from Port Macquarie, Australia. Barrow directs a little traffic. Birmingham is watching him. Cutting is Grady, and excellent defense by Logan Myers.
You can see the finish up here. Harry up and in.
Josh Gentry checks in number 33. 6'6" freshman from London, England. Out of the corner, 3 points, no good. That was missed by Guerrero. Rebound, Birmingham. Birmingham calling the play, being watched by Guerrero. Down in the corner, Myers back out front to Birmingham. Birmingham wants a screen. Gentry set one. Now they have to go outside. Hathaway three. Bang!
There you go.
I think Jackson Birmingham knew what they wanted for a call. He was very patient directing traffic, and they did swing it around. Ended up on this side for a Hathaway three. We've seen that movie before, and we'll miss that one too.
Yes, for sure.
Next year. 14-9. The Bengals, deflected by Myers, bounces around. Grady got it back, goes inside to Barra. Barra up and in, took his time, went left-handed. 16-9, University of Maine, Fort Kent. Birmingham gives up the dribble. Gentry fakes. Gentry skips it over to Caldwell. Caldwell stops, shoots, got it. Quick release that time by Boston Caldwell off the dribble. 16-11.
Like in New Zealand. Jim will tell you what time it is down there soon.
I could. No, it's 16 hours.
Good,
16 hours. So how's your Monday going? I think it's like 8:20 Monday morning.
Here's Boston right on the baseline. Boy, that's his sweet spot right there.
How's that? Melbourne, 8:23 a.m. on my iPhone. Down deep, Grady. The fall away is good. Nice execution by Aiden Grady. He took a step back. The pass down court. Grady somehow got back and intercepted it. His Barrow down the middle. Shot high off the glass. And a nice rebound by Birmingham, and he was fouled. I didn't see it, but Aiden Grady must have really booked it down the court after scoring.
Right. Good finish and good hustle back and playing free safety.
Birmingham, who's very high on the YSC list in many categories, with the ball. He's got it to Gentry in the far side. Here comes Caldwell. Simeon. Bounce pass Caldwell down deep. The fall away. Swish. Boy, what a tough play.
Big boy Boston right there.
Tough catch. And then very quickly got a soft shot off. Under 11 minutes to go first half. 18-13. UMaine Fort Kent. Grady saves the possession. Being watched by Gentry. A little bumping, but big boys can take it. Loose ball. That was deflected, so Sasaki go in the backcourt. He's got to fire as the shot clock goes down, and Simeon was right there for the rebound. Here comes Birmingham. And a turnover, Mustangs.
Here's that finish by Boston. Watch the flash cut. Here he comes right across the lane. Gets a nice bounce pass. Watch the catch and the quick fade release. Oh my, as we say, big boy Boston shot right there.
For the Bengals, number 0, Britton Franklin, 6'3" freshman, Michigan City, Indiana. Along with Veljko Čabrić from Serbia. He has the ball. In the corner, here's a three. Bang! Franklin off the bench gets involved quickly.
Yeah, he hit 3 threes up in Augusta the other night. Same kind of thing, Jim. Comes in cold and heats up immediately.
We're halfway through this first half. Bengals by 8. Gentry with a tough move. Loose ball picked up by Birmingham. Hathaway from downtown Auburn. Bang!
We're right down by the bench, and as soon as the play developed, they started screaming, "Find the shooter!" They knew it was Hathaway.
Yeah, sometimes coaches say, who's got that guy? Unfortunately, the answer is nobody sometimes, right?
Well, particularly when there's an offensive scramble like that. It's 10:25. It's a sunny Monday, says John Hemingway.
Okay.
Down in New Zealand. John always very complimentary towards us. Thank you, John. We'll take a look at that Hathaway three here. Scramble offense, ball loose. Birmingham got it back. We're going to hold that one. We'll come back to live action here.
The Bengals coming out of the corner. Franklin. Here's a three-pointer. No good by Vucevic. I always tell people, Central Maine Athletics, an easy product to sell. Bang! Boston Caldwell cuts it to 2.
Boston, you're my home.
Hey, good job, boys. Good job.
Sasaki with the ball, looking things over.
This is a good game, Jim.
Yes, it
both
is.
teams playing well.
Grady being guarded by Simeon. Grady spins into the lane, almost lost it. Somehow got it to Franklin, who shoots.
Yeah.
And another three, bang, for Britton Franklin.
That's what Franklin did the other night up in Augusta. Not sure of stats yesterday down at SM.
24-19, the Bengals of UMaine Fort Kent. With the ball, Rocco Chang in there, 13. Hathaway's going to drive this time, elevates, and score the basket. +1.
Well, Wyatt has certainly picked up on the scoring ledger here in the second half, and that's been a godsend for the Mustangs. You know, we know how he can hit from the outside. This time protects the basketball. Beautiful finish.
Three-point play, Wyatt Hathaway. 79% foul shooter coming in. That was only his 25th foul shot of the season.
Yeah, shoots a lot of outside shots, right? But we see him take a fair amount of crashes to the basket.
You would think, though, that handling the ball, he would get fouled shooting 1-on-1 sometime, but I know what you're saying. The style makes a difference. I thought he would have more than 25 attempts. Grady working down there deep, and it rolled off the rim. Rebound, Logan Myers, who has returned. There's Simeon. Simeon going to circle the wagons, go outside by the Mustang logo to Cam Pollock. Nice catch by Pollock on the pass from Myers. Caldwell for three. Bang! Boston Caldwell. They're playing potentially their last game on this court, right?
Yes. Yep.
The Mustangs have the lead, 25-24. A drive up and in for Vucevic. And stolen away, but out of bounds or back court, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately. Take a look right here. Pollock directing traffic over to Caldwell. With Boston open there. It's like a layup.
7:04 on a moving clock. Now 7 minutes to go. 26-25. The Bengals.
Got a good one.
Yeah. Pollock to Simeon. Simeon drives. Simeon shut off by Barra, who's returned. And went off the support. What's Caldwell here? Caldwell 4 for 5 from the floor. 2 out of 3 from long distance. He has 10 points. Hathaway has 9. He hasn't missed a shot.
Coming in late.
Yeah. 6 points apiece for Franklin and Guerrero for the Bengals.
Caldwell out right now, Jim. Just went to the bench.
Vucevic with the ball. And driving it up and in was Velko Shabrick. 28-25, Fort Kent. Pollock being watched closely by Vucevic. They go underneath, stolen away. Shabrick with it. Barra. They rotate it around to the far side. Here's the three out of the corner. No good for Vucevic. Rebound, Bates. Here's Simeon. Goes all the way. It doesn't go, but Jeremiah Simeon will shoot 2. Simeon, 7.3 points a game. 73% foul shooter.
Another big game in YSCC action today is taking place right now concurrently to this one, a men's game down at Great Bay Community College between Great Bay and the visiting Moose of UMA in the men's bracket. And that's, you know, everybody's jockeying for seeding position here, particularly you want a top 4 finisher and get a home quarterfinal game.
1 out of 2 at the foul line for Simeon. Sasaki got it back. He's directing some traffic. Barra sets a screen. Jump shot Sasaki, around and out. Rebound Bates. Here come the Mustangs. Birmingham changes hands on the dribble. Backs out. Goes inside. Harry Bates up and in. How'd Bates get away like that?
Yeah, well, the good old simple oldest playing basketball, the pick and roll will show you.
And Birmingham saw him. We're tied at 28.
Birmingham set that up, Jim.
5:10 to go, first half. Sasaki. Vucevic faked. There's a three-pointer. No good by Franklin. Rebound Birmingham. Here comes Jackson Birmingham quickly into the front court. Ooh. Changes hands, goes back one way. Dishes off to Bates, who lays it in. I want to see that replay, Rob Munzing.
You're going to get it.
Okay. 30-28, CM.
Back-to-back great plays by Birmingham. Creative on the offensive end.
Wyatt Hathaway on defense. They dump it inside, and no good. Nice entry pass by Vucevic. Here's the replay.
That was the second of 2 really good setups by Birmingham.
He took it deep. He was deep into the paint, very close to the basket.
Here's going to be the first one as they come out on the pick and roll. Here it is. You said, how did he get loose? Right there. Up and in.
Foul shot was missed. Let's see, for the first time we have Santhosh Ramachandran, sophomore from Chicago. Again, wearing number 12. Barrow at the foul line.
Ramachandran, I think he's going to win the award this year for the most letters in a name.
Foul shot was made. 1 out of 2. 1 point Mustang lead. Pollock going to go back to Birmingham, and a wraparound foul on the Bengals.
No shots yet.
As they got Birmingham.
So it'll be a side out. I thought it was going to come out of the basket.
Pollock to inbound. In the corner is Simeon. Trying to post up his Bates. Bates gets the ball. Double team, turns, shoots, and made it! And Coach Gagne jumps up with a fist pump. Coach Gagne liked that one with 4 minutes to go, first half. CM by 3.
Great touch by the big.
Vucevic sneaking away is Barra, who drops it gently over the front rim. 32-31, Central Maine. Birmingham brings it up, being watched by Vucevic. Caldwell behind the arc. There's a screen by Bates. Birmingham has it. Birmingham spins. Caldwell underneath the basket. A fall away. No good. And let's see. Who's the foul on?
Yeah,
Bates was pushed out of there.
We had some serious muscle beach work going on under there. They were in a muscle tussle extreme.
Double foul. Wow.
Yeah, couldn't figure it out. We'll give them both a foul. Wasn't much I could do. They blew the whistle, so somebody had to come up with a foul. Might have been a better one not to blow the whistle and let it go. You've saddled each one of these guys with a foul, Jim.
And I believe they go to the arrow, right?
So I've got something here for you, folks. This is the Harry Bates beautiful touch.
32-31 Central Maine, Fort Kent basketball. Over here to Ramachandran. There's a long shot, no good. Rebound Grady. Here's Guerrero for three. Bang.
Layup.
I didn't even see his number. I just knew it was going to be.
You can tell by the release and the roll of the basketball.
Guerrero now with 9. And another foul, I think. 34-32 Bengals.
Yeah, here's Guerrero. Going to get the long rebound, comes out. They wouldn't want to leave him alone if they had a choice, but he was open, and he tickles the bottom of the twine, that's for sure. He's a great shooter.
Team foul number 7 on Fort Kent. Cam Pollock at the line. 83% foul shooter. And gets the roll. Okay. I know what Pollock does. Handles the ball. I mean, again, it's hard for me to believe. That was his 7th foul shot attempt of the season. Okay? They played 22 games. You know, I know he nails the ball up front. I know he doesn't always go into the traffic. But after 20 games, we're tied at 34. He made it. I'm just saying, I just stunned by that. Because you get into 1-and-1s and somebody's handling it and they foul them, they get possession and they go to the line. So
Mustangs employing the trap.
Oh, trap.
Triple team here.
Yeah.
Somebody's open. They find him underneath.
Grady. Colin Wilson came in, number 12. There's Guerrero again. And Colin Wilson making his presence felt early. Sophomore from Norfolk, Connecticut. Not Norwalk, but Norfolk. We're tied at 34. Birmingham. Boy, he changes hands on the dribble. And that time, maybe one extra dribble. Because here comes Guerrero. And an easy layup for Barrow. Soliman Barrow. Could have probably dunked it, but he played it safe for a 2-point Fort Kent lead. Hathaway out front. There's Birmingham. Guarding him is Vucevic. Birmingham almost left the ball behind. Simeon through traffic, tries to create and does. Wow. Tough angle going across the lane, deep. Got the right angle. Excellent play for Simeon.
Boy, oh boy, let's take a look at this, because this is a big boy finish here.
We had all his momentum going baseline towards the corner, right?
He's screaming that way and then kind of gets the torque on it and the twist. Twist and shout.
36-36, 1:41 remaining first half. Out of the corner, three-pointer, bang. Maxim Vucevic makes it 39-36. University of Maine, Fort Kent, UMFK, the Bengals, whatever you want to call them. Wilson outside, Simeon for three. That one rattles off. Rebound grab by Grady. Sasaki brings it up. Down in the corner, Guerrero, no good. Rebound, Wilson. Wilson climbs the ladder.
Yeah, boy.
Jackson Birmingham looks over to Coach Dave Gagne as we're under a minute to go first half. And let's see. Hathaway was driving, and he might have been held on the drive, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it was a whistle sometimes that you sometimes see let go when the offensive guy beats a defender. They sometimes will hold that whistle and see if he's going to get a lay-in.
Fouls on a player just checked in, Angelo Di Latoro, 6'3" freshman out of Miami. One more for Hathaway. And again, very cool foul shooter.
Yeah, he's a cool player.
Yes,
he's a coach's son. He plays like a coach on the floor. Very heady player is Wyatt.
Here's a three-pointer, Vucevic, no good. Inside rebound, De La Toro, and the putback.
Good couple of minutes for De La Toro coming in. Got 4 points quickly.
But a 5-second difference between the game and the shot clock. Wilson saves the possession. Birmingham takes it deep, and Jackson Birmingham's going to go to the line.
You had to reference Wyatt's father, Mike, one of the premier coaches in the state of Maine for sure. He's built a powerhouse of a football program at Levitt High School. And so he gets 10 minutes off between seasons because he also coaches varsity basketball. So Mike put a post up. He's had his first day off yesterday, and he was out to a game, of course.
And he loves every minute of it.
Oh, he does, yeah. He's a terrific ambassador for both sports that he coaches. And
Jackson Birmingham made the first. Now we're going to miss these seniors. They're giving us a lot of thrills. Birmingham 2 for 2 at the line. Shot clock is off. Game clock at 25 and counting. The Bengals by 1. Sasaki being closely guided by Imadero. Kenray Imadero, teammate of Cam Pollock at Manchester Memorial High School, New Hampshire. Sasaki, baseline, no good. 5 seconds left. The ball comes down to Caldwell. Caldwell for 3, short. And that ends a very competitive first half. So as we go to the locker room, the score, University of Maine, Fort Kent, 41. Central Maine Community College, 40 on Munzing Media Sports.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete, leveling the playing field for everybody.
I'm Greg Glynn, athlete brand advisor and CEO of Pliable. Pliable helps high school, college, and professional athletes build their athlete brand. New name, image, and likeness opportunities are a game changer for athletes and for businesses. To learn more about social media marketing and endorsement opportunities for your brand, visit pliablemarketing.com or call 1-707-PLIABLE.
Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan for you.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete, leveling the playing field for everybody. play against some different teams that you typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good. Like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like the USCA.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
When I walked through these doors, I was just blown away.
This is insane. It just caught my attention immediately.
This is the first place that I've seen like this decked out. It's pretty sweet.
This is a grand opening for our esports arena. We're talking 1,600 square feet of pure technology.
Like, I'm shaking being here. It's so cool.
There's nothing like it in Maine. We're ahead of the curve here.
It's definitely a big market, something you can make a living on.
I've always had an interest in esports.
So we're treating it like an extension of our athletic program. And then in addition to that, we're starting an esports management degree program.
It's just a different community for me to be a part of.
It really just helps me just be myself. It's just really fun.
This will bring students together. That's what's happening, and that's what esports is.
To me, it's beautiful, and I want to live here.
Forensics has grown so much, and it's very beneficial to the criminal justice system. I was always one of those kids that watched Forensic Files. That was something I loved. Just a science person all around. I always have been. The instructors are some of the top forensic experts in Maine. They really know what they're talking about. They've been there, done that. CMCC is very lucky to have people like this. I'm an intro to criminal justice and criminal law report writing. It's a lot of the baseline of things I have to be knowledgeable about. I want to do crime scene photography. The forensic science program is preparing me to start thinking like, what's important here? What do I need to look for like right off the bat? You never know what you're gonna find.
Welcome back to Central Maine Community College, Auburn, Maine. Jim Toomey along with executive producer Rob Munzing. We had camera work today from Andrew Severson and Aspen Stevens. Looking at the team stats, as Fort Kent has a 41-40 lead over Central Maine. Fort Kent shooting 44% from the floor, 35% from long distance, and 2 out of 4 at the foul line. Central Maine shooting 52% from the floor, 4 out of 9 from behind the arc, and 8 out of 9 at the foul line. I guess the difference, Rob, in a way, even though it's a 1-point game, the Bengals have taken 9 more shots, and they had 6 offensive rebounds as part of it. So that, you know, they shoot a less percentage, but they took more shots. Individually for Fort Kent, Jordan Guerrero's hit 3 3-pointers for 9 points. Also 9 points for Suleiman Barrow. Maxim Vucevic, 8 points. Off the bench, Britton Franklin hit a couple of threes very soon after he was in for 6 points. Aiden Grady has 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. So the sophomore from Portland, Oregon, makes his presence felt in a number of categories. Velko Kubrick, 2 points. Katsusui Zazaka, also 2 points. Seeing action but not scoring, Santhosh Ramachandran, Angelo De La Torre, and I don't think Daniel France has been in yet, of France. He's number 40, 6'8" junior from Stuttgart, Germany. For the Mustangs, Wyatt Hathaway and Boston Caldwell in double digits. We've seen that. We've said that a lot over the past 2 years, Rob Munzing.
Yes, sir, we have.
11 points for Hathaway. He's 3 for 3 from the floor, 2 for 2 from long distance, and 3 for 3 at the foul line. Boston Caldwell has made a couple of threes on his way to 10 points. 8 points for Harry Bates. He worked really hard inside. Sometimes double team. 4 out of 5 shooting for Harry Bates. Jeremiah Simeon, 5 points. 2 points for Cam Pollock coming at the foul line. A basket for Malik Foster for his 2. Jackson Birmingham, his only points are at the foul line, 2 for 2. But again, we're used to saying this too. 4 rebounds and 4 assists for Birmingham. Also seeing action was Kendre Imadero. Colin Wilson came on, got a couple of tough rebounds. Rocco Chang played, Logan Myers, and Josh Gentry. And those gentlemen didn't score. We haven't seen Hunter Brackett yet. He's a freshman from Poland, Maine. Also Eli Bigelow, a freshman from Lewiston, Maine. About 2 more minutes left in this halftime warm-up.
Yeah, we've got something to share with the folks at home as this becomes crucial time for the men's basketball standings. The women are pretty well set, Jim. The men, still some things to go on here. You can see NHTI with a 12-1 record sitting upon the top, and then Southern Maine 9-3. Vermont State at Randolph, they're at 8-5. UMaine Augusta at 6-5, and Great Bay at 6-6. Those 2 teams are playing as we speak. We get a halftime score from Great Bay. It's a 2-point lead at the half, 42-40. For the Moose down there. So that's going to be a pivotal game as teams jockey to try to get up in the upper echelon here. Central Maine at 6-6. So you can see how the top 6 teams, Jim, are really, bunched. Actually, 3 through 6, very bunched, and still ways to make some changes in that. Everybody's opting for a home quarterfinal game. Now, of course, the University of Maine Augusta, if they do host a quarterfinal game, it's not going to be at the Augusta Civic Center as the high school tournament will be in there. They certainly would look at who they're playing. If they're playing, say, in a 4-5 matchup, Jim, against Central Maine Community College, well, they're not coming here. They've already made that clear to everybody that they're not. They'll look for another venue to play. On the board, they've already been invited to play down at SM for that game. And I'm sure SM will do the streaming for that. We won't go down there for that. But if they do opt to play at Colby, then we would be able to go up there to Colby and do that game. So things going on.
And most teams have 2 games left, right? Most of them?
Yes, in the regular YSCC season, yes.
All right, Mustangs ball to start the second half, and taking the lead with a basket by Jeremiah Simeon. Excellent pass by Jackson Birmingham, 42-41 Mustangs. Sasaki out top. Vucevic, Guerrero. Grady faces the basket. Grady's going to shoot. No good. There's Simeon going in for the rebound. Birmingham brings it up. Caldwell dribbles the top of the arc area. Hathaway gives it to Birmingham. Harry Bates' baseline looking for some room. Almost lost it. Caldwell stops, shoots, got it. And there's a steal by Hathaway, and he lays it in. Wyatt Hathaway, hiding in the weeds, came out, got in the passing lane, and quickly put it up for a layup and a 5-point. Mustangs lead. Here's a 3. That one's no good by Barrow, and Birmingham has it. Boy, what a exciting minute and a half of this second half. Caldwell shoots, grazed the front rim. Simeon somehow got it. Shot clock got reset to 20. They go inside to Caldwell. Caldwell the fall away. Oh. He's got it. Boston Caldwell showing all kinds of things. The more I see, the more I'm going to miss it when he's not here.
Well, what a start here for the Mustangs. Come out here with a quick burst to get a 7-point lead.
Guerrero being guided by Birmingham. And let's see. They're going to call the foul on Birmingham.
So I think we're going to see the sneak attack by Wyatt Hathaway here. Well, we got Caldwell. I'm sorry. We're going to have Caldwell here in this tough take. Right here, that's fadeaway. Is
second foul on Birmingham. Excuse me, Rob. Just 2 minutes into the second half. And it's an 8-0 run for the Mustangs. Guerrero from downtown. That one rattles off. Rebound, Birmingham.
Yeah, Mustangs came in zone.
Hathaway stops, shoots. No good. Caldwell keeps it alive. Finally grabbed out of the air by Barrow, and then they throw it away.
Here's that sneak in on Hathaway. Watch him right there. Whoops. Lulled him to sleep.
His eyes get big.
Made the sneak attack.
Timeout, UMFK, 17:32 remaining second half. Central Maine 48, University of Maine, Fort Kent 41 on Munzing Media Sports.
Yeah, so we'll try to keep an eye on that game down at Portsmouth at Great Bay. As we look in on the huddle. Of course, I need one more thing to do, Jim. Trying to keep track of that game down there as well. But it's a big one. It truly is in the league. So we're trying to make arrangements to stream Wednesday hockey up at Colby, but of course it's not our home game. It's not Norway Savings Bank Arena where Muncie Media walks in. We own the venue that night. We just walk into it, set up and all that. They're great over there. You just don't show up at a opposing team and say we're here to stream. I mean, you've got to make connections ahead of time. So we're working on doing that, and once we get the okay, first of all, Coach Gagne's got to, as the athletic director, has to okay that. Right now, he's a little busy being the head men's basketball coach, so we'll have to wait till after the game, see if we can get the okay to do that. And if we do, we'll put the plan in motion. So that'll be exciting because the men's hockey team is really something. They had some good games. They had a 2-1 loss against Colby early in the season. Then Colby hijacked the game, beat him 7-3. So this will be kind of a grudge match if we can get up and get it.
Well, they certainly have the wiring.
Oh, yeah, that's a beautiful thing. I'd really love to go up there and do it. It's going to be fantastic. I may even try to do multi-camera up there. I don't know. I don't have games Monday and Tuesday, so I'll be a little rested.
Every time you have days off, you think of something else to your to-do list.
Oh, my wife does.
That ball thrown away by the Mustangs. 20 on the shot clock. Ball comes in to Vucevic, returns it to Sasaki. There's a screen by Grady. Sasaki gives it up to Barrow. Vucevic, Sasaki, Guerrero. Baseline pass to Grady. Simeon is guarding, and they're going to call a foul on Simeon.
Mustang foul number 14, Jeremiah Simeon, his first personal foul, team second.
First foul on Simeon, second on the team this half. Guerrero shut off, goes to Grady. Grady looking for a cutter. Decides to go back outside to Vucevic. Jump shot for three, short. Goes out of bounds, it'll be Mustang ball. Actually didn't go out of bounds, saved.
No, it just came straight down, yeah.
Bates holds the ball high above his head, and something going on away from the ball. Let's see what it is.
Yeah, they tried to tackle Wyatt Hathaway.
Katsuya Sasaki, a junior from Japan.
A lot of guys tried to tackle Wyatt when he was a quarterback for Leavitt High School. They didn't do it very well either.
Simeon stops. Caldwell right by the student section. Caldwell going to bring it out front to Simeon. Swings it near side to Birmingham. Birmingham throws the ball out. That's one of these, I think you thought your teammate was going to zig and they zag. So it looks bad, but the idea might have been there. The communication might not have been there. Grady goes to work against Simeon, and a power move by Aiden Grady. He's got some fans out in the great Northwest. Portland, Oregon, probably like that. Bang! Boston Caldwell. He was so far in the corner to our left, I could hardly see him.
Well, the Bengals got to get their GPS out and find Boston.
No, he is focused today. Always plays hard. He's trying to make this last game on this court potentially. And Grady doesn't score, but he's going to the line. Now, there is a possibility, I think, as you talked about the standings, with 2 games to go, you'd have to really analyze who's playing who and where they're playing this coming week.
And some head-to-head matchups as well would factor into it. You're right.
So it is mathematically possible that CM might be the number 4 team if they get some help.
They need to help themselves. They got to beat SM. You know, the game on Valentine's Day. It won't be a lover's concerto down there, I'll tell you right now.
4 fouls on Bates. That one no good by Grady. 51-43. Central Maine. Pollock being watched closely by Vucevic. In front of his own bench, that's Simeon. Here comes Pollock trying to come out of that area. Caldwell swings the far side to Hathaway. 8 to shoot. Pollock has to shoot, and he made it!
Oh, Cam.
With 3 seconds on the shot clock.
The Cam man.
All of a sudden, it's a 10-point lead.
The Cam man can.
Bengals, Vucevic to Grady. Playing defense on him is Josh Gentry, who came in about 30 seconds ago. Second foul on Simeon. 4th on the team this period. Just 5 minutes and 1 second in. Here's a 3-pointer. Bang. There's that man again. Jordan Guerrero, sophomore from Miami, cuts it to 7. Pollock protects the ball. Vucevic is watching him very closely. Caldwell, far side, that's Simeon. Bounce pass to Gentry. Gentry powers in, left-handed, no. Wouldn't stay down for Gentry off a pretty good move. Guerrero tees one up again. This time it hits iron, and the rebound tracked down by Pollock. To Simeon, returns it to Pollock. Back outside, nice catch by Caldwell. Plenty of time on the shot clock, Mustangs. Pollock settled things down. Caldwell's in the left corner. Hathaway now comes out to the top of the arc. They swing it to Simeon with 10 to shoot. Caldwell, head and shoulders fakes. Drives. De La Toro was guarding him. Pollock fakes. Caldwell for three. No good. Tough rebound. And saved by Simeon. Somehow kept his balance without going out of bounds. Got reset to 20 Mustangs. Underneath Gentry. Gentry, a little baby hook. No good. Tough break for Gentry.
Gentry, a couple of good looks, just couldn't kiss her home.
Loose ball tracked down by De La Torre. And up and off. But going to be shooting two, be Maxim Vucevic.
So all the way back, we've had in action. Yeah, I wanted to show you this real heady play, and Jim noted it with Cam Pollock right there. Shot clock, you can see it down to 3-2, and Cam always aware of time and score and what needs to be done out there. A heady player. Fought off an injury to get back into playing shape, get back into action, and certainly the Mustangs are a better team when Cam Pollock's out there being able to contribute very, very important minutes to the lineup.
Okay, I thought we were waiting for something here.
Me to finish talking, Jim.
No, I'm just saying there's not that many players on the lane. I guess the subs are going to come in. Logan Myers, Malik Foster.
Let's give you an underneath look here for the foul shot.
Vucevic, one more. I guess down to 6. 53-47. Central Maine grabbed the lead early in the second half. Pollock bottled up over there. Somehow got it to Gentry. He's double teamed. Jump pass out to Myers. Myers drives. Back to Gentry. Pollock for three. That's going to be short. Rebound somehow Myers. And they're going to call a tie up first.
Dave ain't happy.
I think Coach Gagne said, I beg to differ, sir.
Dave does not often get animated like that. We'll have a look at it, Jim, when we get a second.
I really couldn't see it from this angle.
No, we couldn't see it very well.
Sasaki holds the dribble, guarded by Foster. Outside De La Torre. And miscommunication that time by the Bengals.
Well, let's see if we can take a look at it here. Here was that play. It's going to come back over here to... I'm sorry, we got to get off this.
And a foul going to be on Vucevic as he fouls Cam Pollock right by the Mustangs bench.
Bad production work by yours truly. Let's see if I can fix it and get to that point of it.
That's only 2 fouls on the Bengals. Foster, baseline. Caldwell drives and shoots over his head and scores. Boston Caldwell accelerated that baseline area. Caldwell up to 17 points. And there's an excellent play, but missing the shot. It was a great pass by Grady, but in the ensuing action, the Bengals are fouled. Let's see if it's shooting.
Here it is on Caldwell running the baseline here. Going to see the pass. There goes Boss on the back cut, gets a beautiful pass. Wow.
At the line, Angelo De La Torre.
Big boy finish.
From Miami. Excuse me, Rob. Yeah, we don't have stats on UM4 Kent. When I got here today, after a while, they told me what to do, but I didn't have time to compile it. So we'll know now that they're on the USCAA site and not on the UMFK basketball page. Because if we have information, we share it on both teams, not just the teams we usually cover. Birmingham tries to save it, and a foul, and the Fort Kent players don't like it. Eli Bigelow checking in for the first time for the Mustangs, 6'1" freshman from Lewiston, Maine. Third foul on Vucevic. Fourth on the team. Caldwell drives, fall away. This time it's no good.
Bigelow and knocked it out.
Yep. We watched Boston Caldwell getting a little streak. You almost say he's going to make every shot, every move. I don't care where it is. You almost expect it to go in.
Right. Yeah, like when we had the pleasure watching Tom Brady, a quarterback. Yeah. Every time he threw the ball, you didn't know, but you said, "Well, who's going to catch it?" It was always somebody.
Yeah. Hey, 3rd and 14, no problem, right?
Right, exactly.
All right, Britton Franklin back in number 0. He had some good minutes in the first half. Sasaki, Franklin. Here's a three-pointer out of the corner. Bang! Angelo Di Latore. 55-50 Mustangs. Foster in the front court. Sends it to Birmingham. Birmingham's going to direct his team. Foster swings it by the Mustang bench. Caldwell quickly gets it back outside to Birmingham. Logan Myers stops, shoots.
Big one.
Bang! Logan Myers, the 6'6" freshman, also from Port Macquarie, Australia, which is the home of Harry Bates. 58-50, Central Maine. Aiden Grady dumps it inside. De La Torre tries to put a move on, and he's going to go to the foul line.
Here's a Myers hit here. Well downtown.
Foul shot made by De La Torre. Wyatt Hathaway checking in. And 2 for 2 that trip for De La Torre. 58-52 as we near the 10-minute mark in this second half.
De La Torre's been good coming off the bench.
Yes. Hathaway. Ooh, almost a steal. And they're going to call what? Illegal screen against the Mustangs. Illegal screen, Logan Myers, his second foul. Sasaki will bring it up. Grady sets a screen. The Mustangs sought to fight through it. Grady going to put a move on Myers, and a little hook shot, swish for Aiden Grady. Nicely done. 58-54. We just went under 10 minutes remaining. Second half, Birmingham down in the corner. Hathaway stops, shoots, does not get it. Weak side rebound by Grady. Here come the Bengals. Shibrick is back in the game, number 24. And the foul against the Bengals as Jackson Birmingham goes sliding across the floor. Fouls on De La Torre, and we're going to have a timeout on the court. 9:36 to go in the second. Central Maine 58, UMaine Fort Kent 54 on Munzing Media Sports.
Yeah, we'll take a second, see if we can't stuck on that shot there. Probably not good. I was trying to get the score of the Great Bay game.
I see the Fort Kent women coming in. A bunch of pizzas. I saw a big pile of them over there. Looks like everybody has their own pizza. There's no sharing. I want my own. Good for them. Again, they've had a very busy 4 or 5 days here in the Lewiston area. Augusta, Lewiston, South Portland, and back here.
Got a score on that game at Great Bay. 7:52 left in the game. 65, Great Bay, 55, UMA.
Oh, wow. Birmingham with the ball. Simeon returns it to Birmingham. There's Hathaway being closely guarded by Franklin. Britton Franklin really eyeing Hathaway. Paula comes out of the corner, down deep to Bigelow, and Eli Bigelow made a couple of moves there, and he's going to the foul line. Bigelow 4 for 8 on the season. And nicely done. And 2 for 2 for Bigelow. Coming off the bench. I mean, like, it was nice to see him in the scorebook. Very supportive of his teammates that get more playing time than he does. You know, along with Hunter Brackett supporting their teammates. Hunter Brackett hit a 3 last game, and the student section went bananas.
They went crazy. They almost carried him out of here.
60-54, Central Maine. De La Torre hands off to Franklin. They go inside, a finger roll, but it's not going to count. Does one of the referees have a shrill whistle today? Because a couple of times I haven't heard the whistle. Or is it just me?
I don't know, Jim.
Third foul on Simeon. No shots. It's going to be a baseline. Wait a minute. It's 9 fouls on CM, so it's got to be shots. Grady at the line.
Yeah, they'll fix that up.
Yeah, he's 1 out of 4 at the line today. And that one's off. Hustle rebound by De La Torre. And up and in over the front rim, Velko Shabrick. And let's see, was that tipped or not?
Tipped out off of Fort Kent.
60-56, Central Maine have had the lead for most of this half as they came out on an 8-0 run. Hathaway for 3. That one, no good. Grady got the rebound, and they're going to call a foul on Josh Gentry.
Yeah.
So the Fort Kent teams really have been the ultimate road warriors. As I was told, they only had like 4 home games.
Yeah, boy, that's a tough one.
But they're the type of team, something like Washington County, and they say, we'll play anybody anywhere. And that one is also off. They're in the double bonuses. That was 10 fouls on Central Maine.
Yeah, they're geographically isolated up there in the Crown of Maine, and not everybody wants to go up there. But they manage to recruit kids from everywhere. That's amazing. They do a great job.
Missed again. Birmingham coast to coast
my.
And lays it in. Jackson Birmingham got the rebound, dribbled the entire court, laid it up, and guess what? He has a shot coming.
So I'll tell you, our replays are slowed down. But it's going to be hard to tell that this one slowed down with the way that Action Jackson takes it to the rack.
No foul shot because the Mustangs stepped in to that restricted. They stepped inside the 3. You can't step inside the 3. I'm not talking about something along the lane because the shot wasn't even ready to be taken. But you can't step inside the arc. That's too close to the shooter is the thinking on that.
Of course, you folks didn't see that. We were at replay, so good explanation, Jim, on that.
Foul shot missed by Vucevic. The Bengals not helping themselves at the foul line.
Well, you wonder if you come back to a 1-point game, Jim, or a tie game or something like that happens to the Mustangs, you're going to say, ooh, boy, we gave a potential point away. Every point important, obviously. I don't want to bore you with those details. You all know that. You've been watching.
Bengals 6 out of 16 at the foul line.
Ooh.
Caldwell watching for cutters. Goes the far side to Birmingham. Birmingham drives and lays it in. Birmingham in midair sort of look to the side. And a steal by Cam Pollock. The pickpocket, Cam Pollock. I'm glad he's an honest gentleman off the court. He's got the quick hands. Birmingham fakes and going to the line. I'll tell you, Birmingham has played with a super amount of energy today.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's played well all season. Gets involved in many stats, as we've said. But he seems just a little extra energized today, along with Boston Caldwell.
Well, he certainly lived up to his action moniker, Action Jackson, we call him.
You try to give the Mustangs a 9-point lead.
Well, don't forget this started because the steal on an innocuous play, and all of a sudden Cam Pollock's got the basketball. That's twice the Mustangs have done that. Sneak attacks.
Baseline attack by the Bengals, and they almost lost it, and they do. 7:40 to go, 66-57, Central Maine. Now, we want to thank people for all the positive input. You know, as you said, Rob, we love these teams.
Yep.
Great student athletes. They always speak well, and we appreciate the support of the families. And, you know, we'll miss this.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We'll miss certain players, and then we hope that some of the others certainly come back. Simeon with a power move. No good. Weak side rebound by Guerrero. Here goes Grady right down the middle, absorbs contact. Excellent defense, Simeon. The Simeon went straight up. Here comes Birmingham, and I think he might have traveled or bumped.
He got bumped outside. No basket. Want to thank Clifton Stanley, says some wonderful stuff about us, Jim. Munzing Media, only the best in the country, he says.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for giving us the space to support our boys from afar. Well, our honor.
No, we've never had, quote unquote, a bad interview. Anybody we've talked to has always been positive, whether the students here working the table, the scorers table, the sort of the ticket table coming in.
It's classy down here.
Yes.
Yep, and I'm fortunate enough to work up at UMA where it's also classy. They did a beautiful senior night with videos for their kids and all, and I'm just so blessed. And truly, you know, the visiting teams that come in, you know, Southern Maine, Great Bay, and we just love the kids in this league, Jim. That's I'm speaking for you, but we do.
No, you don't have to. That's the exact message. Birmingham did a great job at the foul line for an 11-point lead. Here's a three-pointer out of the corner for the Bengals, missed by Franklin.
Hathaway went a skidding.
No, you and I, we'd rather say this a few times, repeat it a few times, because if you don't take the moment to do it, then all of a sudden the game's over and the season's over and stuff. Rob Munzing, folks, is here hours ahead of time.
Well,
most of the time, I've been pretty good this year not bothering you. I bothered you a couple of times. I was very slow at figuring this out. I was saying, hey, Rob, did you see that game?
Yeah.
Did you see what this team did? We're playing. I couldn't believe they did this, Rob. And Rob sort of nods. In the meantime, he's got two screens on.
I'm going like Edward Scissorhands back and forth.
So I apologize
trying to get all the technology figured out because
Hathaway, great job at the phone.
When it all works, it's a piece of cake. But when it doesn't, you've got to go into survival mode or backup mode. And that happens sometimes. You folks seldom ever hear about it unless we come on the air late and I have to say, well, sorry, we had technical problems. You're not interested in our technical problems. But sometimes we have to put bubble gum on stuff to make it work. And we always get the game out.
Here's a deflection and a steal. And Hathaway still has it. All of a sudden, it's a 13-point lead as we were just getting a little nostalgic about the experience. But I'll tell you, Central Maine really has had a great second half. Look at Birmingham. He's made about 3 moves. Pollock for 3. No good. Weak side rebound by Franklin. Here comes Ramachandran. Behind the arc for 3. Rattles off by Ramahadran. Grady's going to return. Harry Bates returning with 4 fouls.
Yeah, I think you're seeing a little bit of the grueling 3 out of 4 days of playing basketball here for Fort Kent, starting Thursday night up in Augusta. Had Friday off, then went and played yesterday and today. Mustangs were kind of, well, they played yesterday too, so, you know, they're showing some pretty good legs come back from Washington County.
Ball tracked down by Hathaway. Pollock cut, jumps it off to Harry Bates. Doesn't stay down for Bates. Nice look by Pollock.
Oh boy, nice touch pass.
Here comes Ramachandran. Give it to Barra. And what are they going to call? Referees are going to have to get together, I think.
Here they go with coach out on the floor, hands out.
Player control foul on the Bengals against De La Torre. Coach Carly Flowers talking to the official, but
respectfully.
Yeah, she's making a point. 5.5 minutes to go. 70-57, Central Maine. Birmingham down in the corner to Caldwell. Pollock to Hathaway. Bates comes out, hands it to Hathaway for 3. That one's wide. Aiden Grady climbs, got the rebound. Fort Kent's going to pick up the pace. They're being encouraged by their bench as we near the 5-minute mark. Here's that man, Guerrero. Bang, there he is again.
Yeah, he can do it for you.
Under 5 minutes to go. It's a 10-point lead, Central Maine. Hathaway cuts, lays it up and in. What a pass by Birmingham. 72-60. What I like about Birmingham, so many things he does. If he hasn't taken many shots or making any shots, you know, he doesn't force the issue and say, oh, I got to shoot like 4 or 5 times in the next 3 minutes because I haven't taken many. He just lets the game go along and flow, and then he'll attack driving or take the shot. Foul shot by Hathaway is good.
And he's often the fastest guy on the floor.
Yes. 73-60, Central Maine, who were behind early in the game. 3-pointer, Bengals, no good. That was missed by Vucevic and tipped out of bounds by the Mustangs. Again, at the half, it was 41-40, Fort Kent. But the Mustangs came out very strong in the first 2 minutes of the half.
8-0 run.
Guerrero, a 3, hit the back rim. And nice steal by Santosh Ramachandran. There's a 3-pointer, missed. And Birmingham is fouled. And that's going to be a double bonus to the basket to our left.
I'm going to check out that other game, Jim.
You do that. 3 players in double figures for the Mustangs, Caldwell, Hathaway, and Birmingham. And 1 more for Birmingham. Well, it would have been 1 more anyway because it was a double bonus. That one's off the rim. Myers keeps it alive. And then in the end, Birmingham gets it to Harry Bates, who lays it in. And a timeout, Fort Kent. 4:17 remaining. CM 76. UMaine Fort Kent 60. Munzing Media Sports. Rob Munzing with the score update.
Yeah, we're looking at the final minute of play down at Great Bay. It's 84-72, Great Bay over UMA. Steve English might want to announce that. 84-72, Great Bay over UMA. That's a big game for us. Men's basketball.
Last couple of years in the men have just been parity, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you see a score, and somebody maybe win by quite a few points, and you try to say, oh, we beat that team by this.
Yes.
So we should be able to beat this third team, next week. And it doesn't work out that way.
No, just never works that way.
Comparative scores sometimes, you like to do it, but they don't always pan out because you'd have to really study the box scores. Okay, that team was in 2 guys in foul trouble or 2 ladies in foul trouble. That's why that game might have gone that way. There's certain reasons when you analyze a box score. There's Vucevic outside the Guerrero. They want him to get some shots in the air. Sasaki done a lot of the ball handling. There's a 3-pointer. Vucevic, no good. Harry Bates blocking out, was fouled.
Yeah, Grady pushed him trying to get around him.
And I think Grady, that's his 4th foul. .401 on the clock.
Coach Dave halfway out on the floor pointing, said that was a great box out. Love it.
Harry Bates in double digits with 10, so we have 4 Mustangs in double digits.
That bodes well.
And even these freshmen, they really turned the page second semester after that 2-week training camp. They didn't have much of a break. I think most of them did not go home. 1 out of 2 for Harry Bates. So we've enjoyed them. You never know who may come back. Things happen, but
sure,
we hope they come back. And there's a tough foul.
Some good
not much area, not much space down there.
Yep.
And that was Guerrero, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it might have bumped his head.
Yeah.
Mustang Club, 23 Jackson, Birmingham, his third.
3rd foul on Birmingham. I don't think was any intent there. Guerrero was really cruising along that baseline with a lot of velocity. Guerrero, first trip to the line tonight, as he's been mostly on the perimeter. And again, Fort Kent not helping themselves at the foul line. 6 out of 17 right now.
Boy. In a 13, 17-point game now.
Guerrero comes back, makes the second. Pressure by the Bengals, but Hathaway dribbles over the timeline. Also called mid-court stripe. Birmingham sees a crease. Birmingham goes in. Little too strong on the shot. Grady get the rebound to Sasaki. Sasaki showing some speed. I think was fouled by Logan Myers.
Mustang foul number 50, Logan Myers, his third.
3rd foul on Myers. Sasaki at the line. Has 2 points. He's done a lot of the ball handling. We may be seeing the fatigue on the foul shooting.
Yes.
Over the, 3 games in 4 days. Sasaki comes back, gets a second.
Yeah, and living out of a hotel room.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah.
I mean, the Mustangs went to Calais, Maine, a long trip yesterday, but they come home and sleep in their regular place, right?
Right, so exactly.
Hathaway in front of his own bench. Birmingham outside. There's a screen by Bates. Birmingham going to take it all the way and a score the basket. +1. Birmingham is 1 rebound away from a triple-double.
Fantastic. What a day he's had.
He's only taken 7 shots, made 3, got a bunch of foul shots.
Yeah. And he's been in hyper speed all day. I got this rebound back a bit so you can see what he does here, which is what he's been doing all day.
5 fouls on Angelo Di Latore.
And his finishes have not been easy ones.
True. Excuse me, Rob.
Action Jackson,
Yeah, he
Birmingham.
has. He has had more energy today.
Well, the last couple of games, because they gave him the action moniker.
It could be it.
Stepped right up to it.
De La Torre fouls out with 5 points and 5 rebounds. 80-62. Baseline drive, up and in. Aggressive move by Maxim Vucevic for 2. If you said guess the score coming into the second half, I wouldn't have guessed this.
No.
I would have probably said a 5-point game either way, maybe. Bates is trying to post up a little bit. Guarding him closely is Aiden Grady. Bates has it now, goes out to Hathaway. 10 on the shot clock, Mustangs. Drive by Hathaway, a little scoop, no good. Rebound stolen by Caldwell. Good, Boston Caldwell. Soft touch. 82-64. CM outside for 3, rattles off for Vucevic. The Bengals get the rebound. Franklin for 3. Around the rim and in, a delayed bang. Britton Franklin coming in for the first time. Number 14, there isn't.
Daniel Franz.
Daniel Franz.
I went through the same thing the other night, Jim. That's why I knew.
All right, that's why we bring you along. Wait a minute, you're here anyway.
I had to do the same thing.
I don't bring you anywhere.
What I did was I ended up going to the live stats.
Yes.
When he came in, and I said, okay, who's in?
Daniel Franz, a 6'8" junior from Stuttgart, Germany.
I looked at the live stats, and I see London, I see Franz.
As I said, people talk about doing this, and I go, Rob Munzing and I agree on this. We take things serious, but we don't take ourselves too seriously.
Yeah.
And that goes a long way to make this an enjoyable experience.
Not like
Caldwell.
Either one of us ever trained for this.
That man again. Boston Caldwell with a soft touch, and it rolled around the rim and in. Franklin for 3. Got the rim. Rebound Caldwell. 84-67, Central Maine. Birmingham putting on a show today. But when he does, he involves a lot of teammates. There's a difference. Some players put on a show just for themselves.
Yeah, you want to keep your head up when Jackson's got the ball, because you get open, he'll hit you.
Pollock with the ball. Bates along the baseline, off glass and good. A little baby hook shot.
And a pretty feed by Cam Pollock.
Harry Bates. Up to 11 points. 3-pointer. No good by Vucevic. Here's Birmingham quickly in the front court. 3-pointer Caldwell. That one is off. Rebound Vucevic. Vucevic has played hard. Still has the ball. Franklin coming out of the corner. Simeon guarding him. And a foul on Simeon, I think. And Caldwell coming out. The bench greeting him. Birmingham coming out. A little hug for Dave Gagne by Jackson Birmingham.
Yeah, the action man with the game today.
One more foul shot for Franklin. And he made the second one. Coming in for the Mustangs, number 1, Hunter Brackett, 6'4" freshman, Poland, Maine, Poland Regional High School. And this is when we cheer for any bench people in the game I want to score.
Always.
Either side.
Oh, yeah. Always.
The game is decided. I like to see the bench people work very, very hard getting that scorebook. Ramachandran guarding Pollock very closely. Here comes Malik Foster to Bates. Out to Hunter Brackett. Imadiro in front of his own bench. Back out to Pollock. 10 to shoot. Pollock kicks it into a gear. Brackett for three. Halfway down and out. The students and bench were ready to celebrate. Down the other way, Franz gets the roll. Daniel Franz. Soft touch on the rim and it went down. The shot clock is off. The game clock is at 16, and that's the way it's going to be for an 86-70 score. Very competitive game. And we wish UMaine Fort Kent a safe trip back, and good luck with the rest of their season. Very talented team, very competitive. But I think the Mustangs were on a mission this second half.
They certainly came out on fire, ran off to an 8-0 second half start after being down one, and then they never looked back in the second half. Well, Jim, I'm going to do something a little different here.
Okay.
And our Edge Nutrition Player of the Game will be the seniors. Thank you, seniors, for just an excellent career here at Central Maine Community College. Boy, you've really done well for yourselves, your parents, your families, and your college. And we thank you from the bottom of our hearts here at Muncie Media. Just very classy. I'll never forget you folks calling me out. I was a little testy about it. They called me out for the birthday song with both teams out in center court, and I'm in the middle of I'm the only one here at halftime. Everybody else gets a little break, and I stay here and run the Starship Munzing, and I'm running the thing, and Coach Gagne's waving at me, and he says, put it on center court, and I get up and I go, and all the kids are out there, and those seniors are always going to be special to me. So we thank the seniors. They're our players of the game.
I was sitting beside you, and the first request they said is, put the camera on center court. So that was your first look of puzzlement.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And you saw, and then you went, the second part was, and Rob, come out here.
Yeah.
And you had the second look.
So that's really neat, and they've got up on the venue board here, they've got the same thing you're seeing at home. Thank you, seniors, and everybody here has noted that. Steve English has put it up. Steve doing a tremendous job with the in-house graphics here at Kirk Hall.
All right, let's go to the stats. Again, the Central Maine women won the first game, so a sweep for the Mustangs. For the UMaine Fort Kent Bengals, they shot 38.5% from the field. They were 11 out of 37 from long distance. And the stat that hurt them, 9 out of 23 at the foul line for 39%.
Yeah, you were on that early in the first half, Jim. They were struggling.
Now, they only had 11 turnovers, same as Central Maine. Central Maine shot 48% from the field, 6 out of 18 for threes. Mustangs 20 out of 23 at the foul line. And they had 11 turnovers as well. Individually for the Bengals, Jordan Guerrero, 16 points. Maxim Vucevic, 12. He also had 5 boards. Britton Franklin off the bench with 10. Suleiman Barrow, 9 points, 5 rebounds. Aiden Grady played really tough inside, 9 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists for Grady. So his family and friends in Portland, Oregon, probably like that. Played very hard. Angelo De La Torre, 5 points. Belko Chibrick, 4 points. Katsua Sasaki did a lot of the ball handling, had 3 points. Daniel Franz came on late, got a bucket. Also seeing action were Santosh Ramachandran, and I don't think a player named Bryce Bolden got in there, unless I missed him. I guess he was in the stats, but was not here. Central Maine, Boston Caldwell, the senior, 23 points on 10 out of 17 shooting. And I just did that game. It said he didn't go to the foul line.
Wow.
I thought he went to the foul line. Anyway, 23 points for Caldwell. Here's another strange stat. They only have him down for 1 rebound.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if that's correct or not. Anyway, 23 for Caldwell. He made him from inside and outside. Wyatt Hathaway, 18 points, 6 for 6 at the foul line. And it was indeed a triple-double for Jackson Birmingham. 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. He was 3 out of 7 from the floor, 8 out of 9 at the foul line. Tremendous game, Jackson Birmingham. Harry Bates, 6 of 8 shooting, ended up with 13. 7 points, 8 rebounds for Jeremiah Simeon. Cam Pollock, 4. Logan Myers hit a 3-point basket for his 3 points. 2 points for Malik Foster. 2 points for Eli Bigelow coming at the foul line. Also seeing action, Hunter Brackett, Kenray Imadero, Colin Wilson, Rocco Chang, and Josh Gentry. So now the Mustangs, 11-12 on the season. They'll be at Southern Maine Community College Seawolves Valentine's Day, Wednesday, women's game at 6, men's game at 8. And that will be a great matchup, great rivalry down there. And SMCC will do a great job with the broadcast, I'm sure.
Yeah, the top quality YSCC network will have it, Jeff Schools, and he'll put that together in great shape. And we'll be back here for women's basketball on Saturday as Berkeley will play 2 games down here. Friday night we'll be down here. We'll have the UMA game. That'll be on the regular UMA places, Muncie Media as well. And then on Saturday we flip that around. We'll put the game on the Mustangs Facebook page as they will take on Berkeley women.
All right, we thank everybody watching, wherever they may be around the world. Great job by our camera people. Andrew Severson, Aspen Stevens, Rob, the executive producer of the Munzing Media Group. Been a pleasure working with you.
Oh, yes, Jim. Thank you so much for your great work again this season. On behalf of all of us at Munzing Media, you're a great teammate to have, and certainly we look forward to many more years together covering the Mustangs here.
Well, Hubie Brown, the legend, is still doing NBA color at 90 years old. So you and I are only in the third quarter.
Yeah, there we go. Look forward to it. Thank you, James.
Good luck to Fort Kent. Congratulations, CM seniors, and we look forward to the returning players coming back next year. And since I won't be here, good luck to the CM women as they'll go right to New Hampshire Tech for the because they get a bye, so they'll be in the semifinals. And I hope things work out well for the CM men as they going forward.
Yeah, I hope we can work a game here. That would be fantastic.
All right, the final, again, the CM women won the first game. In the second game, great second half, 46-29 advantage to the Mustangs in the second half.
Yeah, wow.
So once again, speaking for our camera people, Andrew Severson, Aspen Stevens, our executive producer, Robert F. Munzing, I'm Jim Toomey. Until the next time on Munzing Media Sports, take care, everybody.